Okay, we've just left the Gem and Mineral Show. We've got our stuff all shipped up, packed up, ready to ship. And we are going to go to UPS, and then we're heading out to the New Mexico ghost towns. We're going to go out to the Gila National Forest and then out to White Sands, Las Cruces area. So we've got a metal detector in the back, and we are going to look for some treasure along the way. So stay tuned. And we weren't on the road long before we came upon our first interesting turnoff. Well, we've heeded the sign of the roadside, and we are at the thing. What do you think?
Looks like a dinosaur there. Is that a raptor?
What if? Oh yeah, I got him. Is he tame?
Yeah.
Learning history today.
Well, look at the truck. It's pretty tame right now.
History of dinosaurs versus aliens. It's like the big board of crazy. After an aliens versus dinosaurs fever dream of conspiracy, we head into the sealed chamber to see the thing. I guess cameras can't capture the thing. You'll just have to see it in person. Still reeling from the revelations revealed at the thing, we head back on the highway northeast towards the Gila National Forest. Now up in the Gila National Forest, we stop at the very small town of Pinos Altos, where we will be checking in to the Bear Creek cabins.
Good morning.
Hello.
The Judge McComas massacre on the Lordsburg Highway.
No, what's that?
So, a judge was murdered
Oh,
by a whole bunch of Apaches.
okay.
And he's the one who found him.
Oh.
There's actually a book called Massacre.
When was that? Was that like a wagon train?
Yeah, it was like late 1800s, early 1900s.
Okay.
And there's a book called Massacre on the Lordsburg Highway. It's a pretty good book.
Okay.
Yeah, it talks about Judge McComas, and they never found his son. The Apaches took his son and
Yeah.
never found him.
Wow.
So that's a pretty cool story.
Yeah, it
That
sounds
was-
interesting.
My great great grandpa's the one who found him, and it was the one the Apaches didn't like my great great grandpa.
Yeah.
So,
there was some conflict there.
well, they all took off when they saw him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a cool tale. Thanks.
You're welcome. You guys have a good one.
Yeah, you too. And here we have arrived at Cabin 8. Hot up there. Yeah, this is nice. Balcony life. Checked into our cabin, we head north on Highway 15 towards Gila Cliff Dwellings National Monument, with a few stops along the way. Could be. The Arrastra was a primitive crusher mill used in old-time mining operations.
We're highway 9,000.
Look about the ice. Ben V. Lilly, 1856 to 1936, born in Alabama and reared in Mississippi, Ben V. Lilly in early life was a farmer and trader in Louisiana, but turned to hunting of panther and bears with a passion that led him out of the swamps and cane brakes across Texas to tramp the wildest mountains of Mexico, and finally become a legendary figure and dean of wilderness hunters in the Southwest. He was a philosopher, keen observer, naturalist, a cherisher of good hounds, a relier on his rifle, and a handicraftsman in horn and steel. He loved little children and vast solitudes. He was a pious man of singular honesty and fidelity, and a strict observer of the Sabbath. New Mexico mountains were his final hunting range, and charms of the Gila wilderness held him to the end. Erected 1942 by friends. It's a pretty cool view. Yeah. All right, we're getting there.
Yep.
About more than halfway up, maybe 3/4 of the way up to the cliff dwellings, and then we are going to go in the hot springs too. Try to make that hike up there, and then back for dinner. So a little compressed for time, but we're gonna see what we can see in that time. The famous Alum Mountain.
I thought somebody used it for target practice.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of the signs are shut up. There's always that guy who's got to do that.
Why would you do that? Hello there.
Hello.
You got a stamp here.
Gotta have the stamp. Hit the trail,
Maybe
I
you
think.
should get
Yeah,
down to
that's
the
it.
trailhead.
Maybe that's our
Let
plan.
me
yeah.
let me show you
Yeah,
where it is.
for sure.
Very first right-hand
Okay.
turn. You've got about 2 miles
Okay.
down to the trailhead. Cross the bridge and take this 1 mile.
It's 1
loop
mile,
trail.
but it gets pretty steep right there, right?
Well, there's 185 feet of elevation gain. Of course, that means 185 feet up or
not too bad for
185 down.
Is there a little hot spring down this trail
There
too?
is.
Yeah.
Now, There's no bridges, and there are two river crossings.
Oh, okay.
It's below the knees.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
But you're going to get your feet wet.
Yeah. All right.
Be careful of the water as it comes out of the rock.
It's like really hot when it comes out.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's closer.
Well, great, thanks.
Okay,
I
well,
appreciate
enjoy
it.
yourself.
Yep, I'm gonna get a stamp and then we're gonna head over there.
Okay. How about you, Sarah?
Well, we're not climbers or hikers, so I guess we'll just drive up there and see what we can see.
Certainly.
Yeah. The Icelands. Over a few bridges and around the bend, and we can see the cliff dwellings up in the distance.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you guys?
Yeah. Well, we're, like I say, we got at the end of 19.
What do you think?
Hi, Steve.
Pretty cool, huh?
Super cool.
It's a lot larger in here than I thought.
Yeah.
Take a peek in there. Cool. How's it going down the ladder?
Yep. It's good.
Well, what do you think? Pretty cool, huh?
Oh, it's awesome. It's a huge complex.
Yeah, it's pretty large. Well, we survived the Gila cliff dwellings, the 300 steps. We are about to finish the last of them. Wasn't too difficult, but a beautiful area and just an amazing civilization that had left its traces here. Where are we headed now?
Just down this trail, he said.
Hot Springs, half mile. Well, it looks like we have ourselves a river crossing. How's she look? What? How's she look? Okay, here we are at river crossing number 2. Little icy. It's a little swifter. A little cooler maybe too, I don't know. Yeah. And so, feeling refreshed, we head back to the car and down the mountain and to the cabin and then to dinner. Back in Pinos Altos, we head to the only restaurant in town, the Buckhorn Saloon and Opera House. Built in 1860, this restaurant and theater space offers the best fare for more than 100 miles in any direction.
You got your dancing shoes?
It's pretty cool. Yeah, they've got all the private boxes. Did you see the ceiling? It's pretty cool. green chili omelet in my stomach and a giant cinnamon roll for the road, we head east on Highway 152, where we intend to break out my dad's metal detector and search for treasure near the ghost towns of Fierro and Kingston.
Can you get a picture of me with your phone too?
Yeah.
Get it for silver, copper, or gold.
What do you have it set for?
Maximum sensitivity, silver, copper, but it may pick up other metals too.
The vintage Arizona. While fun, our search outside the mining town of Fierro yielded no treasure, unless you count an Arizona iced tea can and some bullet casings. Still, it was an interesting experience to learn the ways of the detectorist. Well, we've got the old rail line here. Here, Highway 152 gets high and winding. You can probably hear my dad calling out elevation soundings as we approach the very high and picturesque Emery Pass.
8200, 8210. So this is the highest point on this road.
You see Kingston? Yeah.
There's a fire The Gazette Cheer was updated in 12, and the fire was a year later.
Oh yeah, right. So you can see a road there. Yeah, that's well, here we are on the way out. It's a little bit of a lookout. Not too much though. A lot of the pines have obscured the view. The sun low in the sky, we arrive in the small old town of Kingston, New Mexico. After a cruise through town, we cross a creek and head to our last metal detecting target. Unfortunately, we were unable to find treasure outside of Kingston, though we did find an old pipe. Daylight fleeting by the minute, we were still able to stop at some interesting sights on our way to Las Cruces. Courthouse. Treasure hunters work up quite an appetite, and by now we were starving. La Posta treated us right to giant plates of Mexican cuisine. We also enjoyed saying hello to the parrots. Tired, we decided to hit the hay and get an early start on our way to White Sands. Where are we at?
Prehistoric Trackways, National Monument, Department of the Interior.
Will we see any tracks on this trail? It is yet to be determined. And although we didn't see any giant dinosaur tracks, we did find some plant fossils in various stones down the ravine, and felt a general commune with prehistory. That was a cool, so you found a little fossil area.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, we're outside of Picacho Peak Roasters and we're gonna go inside and try it out. Being from Portland, I like to think I know my coffee, and Picacho Roasters served up a top-tier cappuccino. Their version is served with pistachio milk. Be sure to try their fruit-forward Colombian, which undergoes 60 hours of anaerobic fermentation in CO2-sealed tanks at an altitude of 1,600 meters above sea level. Thanks again. So I'm just doing a video.
Yeah, because I didn't think that.
And then we can come out and look around.
From Tesla in like 1890.
Oh yeah. They used his tag.
I'm gonna get a picture of this.
Your exact weight on Earth is...
And I'll turn that.
This one?
Oh, it's gas, yeah. You push the button down. There you go.
And then turn the switch and it lights up.
A Smithsonian affiliate, the New Mexico Museum of Space History dedicated October 5th, 1976 as the International Hall of Fame in Alamogordo. Tagging from the area's rocket history, this museum has an outdoor rocket park, along with moon rocks, John Glenn's liftoff EKG readout, and other exciting exhibits. This is a must-see if you are in the area. My dad loved that you could purchase mission patches in the gift shop. Next, we're traveling to a place I've been looking forward to all journey. Here we are at the White Sands National Park. This drawing depicts the story of tracks found and left by ancient humans stalking a giant sloth. Hello.
Welcome to White Sands.
Thank you.
Would you like a map?
I've got one actually, thanks.
Have a great day. Welcome back.
Passport stamped, we head to our first hike of the day, the Dune Life Nature Trail. Ready for some dune life?
I'm ready for dune life.
All right. Does it remind you of the Canton house yet? The drywall dust? Yeah, right? Yeah, it'll blow away. It'll reset, so to speak. No, it's like okay, I have little pictures of animals, it's nice, but it's kind of cool.
Check out the yucca, okay?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I bet the snow just melted, so it's still stuck. And as time goes by, I get looser.
That makes sense. Next, we head to the Interdune Boardwalk. Here, a 2,000-foot boardwalk elevates you above the dune, allowing you to avoid getting sand in your shoes and providing a view of the larger dunes ahead. Now it was time to head to the Alkali Flat and the 5-mile Alkali Flat trail loop. This was the section of the park that I was most looking forward to. White dunes roll towards the mountains at the horizon, and here desert winds erase all signs of human existence with the ease of a child done with their Etch-a-Sketch. In fact, it can be a little too easy to get lost here, so be sure to heed the trail markers. Okay, we are doing the Alkali Flats Trail, and we're almost out of time. And the sign says do not trust GPS due to military movements. So, should be fun. See how it goes. Bad road. If the Bible is right, the world will explode.
excited about you.
Oh yeah?
I just met after I took it.
Oh yeah.
But and I was going to come across.
Well, if you want a cup of coffee in the morning, you have to make it yourself. Waking up, we decided to get breakfast in the nearby mountain village of Cloudcroft before spending our last day of the trip heading back west, but doing so the long way, allowing us to stop in El Paso and at New Mexico's Hound State Park. Hello. Is the restaurant open?
Right through the double door.
With the inn only having a picked-over breakfast buffet left, we took our chances in town instead. All right, we went to Dave's. It was big bucks, but it was worth it.
Big bucks. $1 for a coffee.
Not wanting to go unprovisioned for the car ride ahead, we also stopped for a slice of pie. Got some pie. Next, we stopped at the Mexican Canyon Trestle, which connected the Almagardo and Sacramento Mountain Railway from 1899 to 1947.
Some rocks and I slid down because a lot of them.
Back in the car, we head to El Paso and the Chamizal National Memorial.
Nuestras dos naciones han sido bendecidas con la
Before hitting Hound State Park, we stopped into this unassuming rock shop, absolutely surrounded by thunder eggs. Inside, we would meet Christopher, who would share his encyclopedic knowledge of all things geolapidary, along with some gems of wisdom he'd picked out along the way.
You start hollow as a geode, you fill in and become a nodule, and your technical term for thunder egg is lithophase, which basically means rock bubbles.
Okay.
Your minerals are your colors. So iron in the Fe3 form produces red, orange, yellow, pink. The Fe4 form produces purple. Manganese produces black, gray, blue. Nickel and chrome produce green, and there are mixtures. However, white or clear means you have none of the minerals that produce the color.
Okay.
My partner came there a few years later. I came in 75 and we took over in 1990.
Oh, cool.
Now, besides the Baker, which we've been mining, I've been mining there since 75, so I don't do the mining now. There's also the mountain here.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Thanks for the info. I'm up from Oregon, and we have some thunder eggs up there.
Our first shop was in Natl.
Oh yeah,
We
okay.
used to dig 3,500 pounds of Friday bluebed every single year.
Yeah. We're up. I'm up in Portland, and I've been
That
through
would be
there.
75 to 79. The gas crisis in 79 knocked the shop off.
Oh,
But
okay.
we were living in a Volkswagen bus. We mined Oregon, Idaho, California, Nevada, Arizona, and New Mexico every year by season. So I'd spend
Oh, wow,
summer in
okay.
Oregon, winter in
That makes sense.
Whoa, that's good.
When we get some music. This Thunder Egg Trail there. Jasper Trail. Oh, the Jasper Trail is in Flint. That's what I thought. Well, armed with our knowledge of the state park, we are headed to find our own Thunder Egg. I see the crystals glinting in the sun. Makes me think I'm close. I found some gems. I'm going to keep my keepers. Will it fit on the plane? The sun touching the horizon, we headed west back to the airport. It was hard to believe my dad and I had packed in so many sights in these last 4 days. If you ever find yourself having the chance, strike out and find your own adventure here in southern New Mexico. It truly is the land of enchantment.